Hello and welcome back, friends. Today we have another episode of QuickTake Reviews, and we are talking about a K-Beauty cult favorite, Hada Labo's Premium Hyaluronic Acid Lotion. If this is your first time joining us, welcome, and I hope you find this review helpful and informative. If you are a returning viewer, I am so glad you decided to spend part of your day with me. Let's get started. Hada Labo is one of the most popular brands in Japan. They're basically a drugstore brand out there, and they have a massive range of products. That's the only way to describe it. It's a massive range. There are so many different subcategories and sublines, so I'm not even going to try to touch on all of that. But they do hyaluronic acid very, very well. Today we will just be talking about the Premium Hyaluronic Lotion. Now, Asian beauty, if you're not familiar, lotion refers to something that is usually like a serum or essence texture, not like a creamy lotion that we think of in the Western world. Let's talk about packaging. At first blush, this may not seem like the most exciting package in the world. It's a flip top, you drip the product out. It does dispense quite nicely for the viscosity of the product. You can really control how much you're getting. You don't have to use an eyedropper. It's a good volume. I believe this is 5.7 fluid ounces or about 170 milliliters of product. So nice big bottle of this serum textured lotion. What is very cool about it is when you take off the top, this is a very wide-mouthed opening so that you can buy refills in larger volumes, less plastic. And that right there makes it just a wonderful, more eco-friendly, cool product, because so much of our skincare world these days is geared towards things that look beautiful, whether on your shelf or function nicely to protect the product, but there's no way to reuse or easily recycle that packaging. So this makes it very easy to reuse the packaging that you do have and reduce your consumption of additional hard plastics that are hard to recycle. So packaging, 10 gold stars in my book. As I said, the top dispenses the product very nicely. It's good at controlling this kind of viscosity of product. You get a few drops out and that's really all you need, and then pat that in. Now, as with most hyaluronic acid-based products, this can feel a little bit tacky depending on how much you've put on. I like to actually pat in a little bit of water after I've let it set, just because I feel like it plumps it up a little bit more. Colorado is a very dry environment, so humectants don't work quite as well, but I feel like when I pre-saturate my hyaluronic acids and humectants with just straight up tap water on my hands, or I put it on a damp face, they hold that moisture through the day. So if you want to try that, it seems to work pretty well. As I said, it is a serum-like texture, not overly viscous, but it is definitely thicker than water and thicker than a traditional essence. I have not had any issues with it pilling under anything, even when I've gone crazy and really loaded it on a couple layers of this and saturated it with water again, so my skin is super, super juicy and plump. I haven't had any issues with sunscreen or makeup or concealer pilling on the top, or even other products pilling, so that's awesome. The superstar ingredient is certainly hyaluronic acid, as there are 5 different types of hyaluronic acid in this formula. Without going too far into it, let's break down hyaluronic acid and why different forms of it matter. Different molecular weights mean there are different sizes of molecules, so bigger molecules will obviously sit more on the surface of the skin or the higher layers of your skin. Smaller molecules will penetrate deeper. This formula not only has different molecular weights, but it actually has different derivatives of hyaluronic acid, different molecules of hyaluronic acid ingredients. So one of them actually acts as an antioxidant, which traditional hyaluronic acid or sodium hyaluronate do not. They just act as humectants. So along with acting as a very awesome humectant and drawing that moisture closer, it does some free radical management for you. Traditionally, we say that hyaluronic acid can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water, which is great for that kind of sponge or magnet action of holding onto the water in your skin in the deeper layers of skin so that it stays juicy and plump and allows your skin to actually use that moisture over time as opposed to it just evaporating out into the environment. With all of that said, it does an amazing job of keeping your skin juicy and plump all throughout the day. You can use just a little bit or you can use a lot depending on how much hydration your skin needs. I don't think that even oily skin types would be comfortable using this as their only moisturizer, even though it does have some very light moisturizing ingredients in it. It's really going to be, treat it more like a serum than that. You're using it for humectant energy and to boost your hydration and hold on to that hydration. It doesn't have a whole lot of moisturizing, sealing ingredients in it. Pro tip, use this on your lips, let it set, put a little bit of water on your lips and let that plump up, and then put your lip balm or lip products over the top of it to lock that moisture in, and your lips stay nice and healthy and plump looking all day. Let's get down to price. This is an awesome value, about 5.7 fluid ounces or 170 milliliters. It runs anywhere from maybe $12 to $16, $18, depending on where you find it. Because most of these are being shipped from overseas, at least to the US, you may have to look on sites like YesStyle or Wishtrend, although Amazon has started carrying it pretty consistently, so you can certainly check there. As for real world value, I think I bought this about a year ago, so I've had it for quite some time and I'm just now getting down to the last little bit. I don't use it every single day, but probably use it 2 or 3 times a week. When I first bought this bottle, I was using it every single day and I was using tons of it. I was even using it like on my arms and legs, and I was testing it out, and it does work pretty well as like fresh out of the shower body hydration to just hold on to that, so worth a shot. I have a few products that I've used long term that I'm going to be reviewing for our K-beauty fans and overseas fans, just because a lot of the products I review are limited to US or difficult to get outside the US. So if you want to see more of that, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if there are certain products you want me to try out for sure, but just know that those are coming. And yeah, thank you for spending part of your day with me. I'm so glad you did. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, be well.